What is economic freedom?
Economic freedom is the key to greater opportunity and an improved quality of life. It is the freedom to choose how to produce, sell, and use your own resources, while respecting others' rights to do the same. While a simple concept, economic freedom is an engine that drives prosperity in the world and is the difference between why some societies thrive while others do not.
How is economic freedom measured?
Economic freedom can be measured in many different ways. Are there institutions or practices that limit one's ability to freely use their resources? Are property rights well defined? Is there a fair justice system where courts function properly? All of these things matter when it comes to evaluating how free a society is and whether people can take full advantage of their skills, knowledge, and assets in order to become prosperous.
Lawson defined economic freedom as consisting of free market, private property, and personal choice. Freedom to trade both within a country and foreign trade. Freedom to enter markets, and security of property and the rule of law. He said that there is a role for government in this system to protect property rights and provide basic infrastructure, but the role of government is limited.
The United States, with an economic freedom score of 76, has lost ground again in the 2013 index. Its score is 0.3 points lower than last year, with declines in monetary, business, labor, and fiscal freedom. The US is ranked second out of three countries in the North American region, and its score remains well above the world and regional averages. High levels of economic freedom are a key ingredient in creating prosperity. States with high levels of economic freedom provide families with higher standards of living. Conversely, states and provinces with low levels of economic freedom will see families experience lower standards of living and reduced opportunities. Evidence across the world and within the United States demonstrates that stronger employment growth follows increases in economic freedom. Lower taxes, limited size and scope of government, and flexible labor policies encourage entrepreneurship, stimulate businesses to hire, and improve job opportunity. Workers and investors take notice, vote with their feet, and move to states with more opportunity, making freer states more prosperous. The United States gains in economic freedom made over 20 years have been completely erased in just 9. Still dropping, America ranks lower than Canada for the first time ever. Driving this decline is a growing government burden of overspending and unnecessary regulations. During the Bush years, government overspent so much that nearly doubled the US debt. Under President Obama, spending is on its way to double again. Excessive regulations have made things worse. The Directory of Federal Regulations has increased in more than 81,000 pages. Every year, regulatory compliances cost businesses $1.75 trillion, which is enough to hire 43 million workers, a quarter of the US workforce, and it equals 15% of the US private sector economy. This has consequences. As the growth of the federal government spending has sped up, it caused the growth of the private economy to slow down, and as a result, the US is going through the longest streak of high unemployment since the Great Depression. Every year, regulatory compliances cost businesses $1.75 trillion, which is enough to hire 43 million workers, a quarter of the US workforce, and it equals 15% of the US private sector economy. This has consequences. As the growth of the federal government spending has sped up, it caused the growth of the private economy to slow down, and as a result, the US is going through the longest streak of high unemployment since the Great Depression.
According to extensive findings, countries with more economic freedom enjoy higher income per capita and better living conditions when compared to the lesser free countries. measuring economic freedom in two different countries. The United States, with an overall score of 76, is posted as mostly free and is ranked number 10 among the world. Colombia, with a score of 69.6, is considered moderately free and is ranked at the 37th place. Colombia's rule of law are generally respected, but infringement of intellectual property rights is very common, with a score of 50. Now, the United States has guaranteed property rights. Now, the limit of government of Colombia has the top income and corporate tax posted at 33%, a little bit lower than the United States, which still remains at 35%, making it harder for companies from the outside to come here and invest. The score of the United States government spending is 47.8. That would compare with that of Colombia's is very low, which is at 75.2. Entrepreneurial efficiency is at a very similar level between the two countries, making it very easy for locals to have a business with minimal capital required. When it comes to the open markets, both countries are on opposite side, having the United States with the trade-weighted average tariff rate at 1.8%, that compared to Colombia's average tariff rate, which is 8.9%, lowering the trade freedom down to 72.2, that when compared with the United States, which is 86.4, a little bit higher, showing us that the United States has a freer open market system which allows individuals and companies to establish here and trade.
James Lawson is a co-author of the Economic Freedom of the World Annual Report, with James Watney and Joshua Hall. This report provides an economic freedom index for over 140 countries. Lawson earned his bachelor's degree in economics from the Honors Tutorial College at Ohio University and his master's and PhD in economics from Florida State University.